As you can see, we're changing the fan relay. If you come up to the car, I basically took these two bolts out, and then as you look over the top, there's another bolt that takes out all your air box and everything. I took that all out. I'm gonna come in here and I'll show you the relay here. There it is, right down there. There you go. So as you see, you go in, it's hooked up to the frame right there, of course. I wasn't gonna make a video, but basically, as you can see, nobody really told you what the wiring colors were. So I'm gonna go there and show you the wiring colors so you can test it and everything else. Okay, on here you're gonna see a 1, 2, 3, and 4. I bought the pigtail and the relay from Rock Auto. However, the relay I tested out bad, and I'll show you how I did that. But basically, the relay tested out bad. So I'm going to give you wiring codes and schematics so you can basically figure out what you got here going on. The black wire right here on number one is black. So you test that out, make sure you got a full-time ground there. And then number 4 wire is your positive off your ignition. It's fused. That should be 12 volts. And then you're gonna have your light green and blue. Your light green and blue is your ground from your computer. And then the other wire that you got left, and that wire that comes from the computer that grounds it is number 2. And number 3 goes to your fans. So all basically you need to do is hook this up to a relay that's good and go to number 2. If you go to number 2 and you ground it, and now I did it up here and then I also did it down here. And what I did was I tested to make sure my connection was good after I hooked the new pigtail up. So you plug that in, you send ground to here that imitates a ground from your computer. So if that all works and your fans kick on when you ground this wire on number 2 of your pigtail, then everything in your circuit's fine. Your relay's good, your fans are good. But with mine, here's a new relay from Rock Auto. I hook it up and I basically touch it with a ground and it works. So there you go. That tells you if you're good. Now you're either getting a ground from your computer or not. You want to test. There's your fan. This is the light green and blue wire on number 2. So there you go. That's all you need to do to make sure you're getting continuity. This relay tests out good. So all you got to do is bolt it back in, make sure your surface is clean for heat distribution, and you're good to go. Now, if you want to just test your wires or your fans, you can jumper between, you turn your ignition on, and you take number 3, hook it to that one first, just plug this one into number 3, and then you'll jumper it over here to number 4. And what that'll do is that'll give you 12 volts off of number 4 straight to number 3. That'll test your fans if you want to do it that way. So you can test it either way. My easiest way is I just skin back and then I'll rewrap these and cover them up, but it's easy testing that way to find out if you got a problem or not. And your bottom pin connector on your PCM, you count over 71, 72, 73, that third pin will go down to number 2 to your relay pin connector. So if you test that lead out and own that lead out, pin 73 down to number 2 on your relay, you will find that you should have less than 5 ohms on that wire. If that's good, you got less than 5 ohms, then you need to change your PCM. Just a little heads up on your ECM. Mine seems to be bad, so that's the problem I'm getting. I'm getting voltage out of my PCM. So there you go. That's ways to test your fan and your relays.